Hello to all the beloved audience of Hoy Ka. Today we're going to uncover a story that has touched many hearts and raised countless questions. What really happened to Hùng? Why has a man who was once so strong carrying the weight of his entire family now ended up lying in a hospital bed, silently fighting against the pain? Behind those closed eyes, how much grief and exhaustion lie hidden unseen by the world. And then there's Hoy Ca, the woman who once was his greatest source of strength. Where is she now in the moment of Hung's greatest weakness? Will Hoy Ca appear to care for him, to hold his hand and whisper, "You are not alone"? Or will her presence bring another wave of heaviness, stirring up the unresolved pain of their past? The answer remains uncertain. But one thing is for sure: what's happening now will completely change the fate of them both. Don't take your eyes off this story, because behind the tears, there might be a glimmer of hope, or perhaps the most heartbreaking turning point in their lives. If you care for Hùng and hope he can overcome this critical moment, leave a like, share your thoughts, and remember to subscribe to the channel so we can walk this journey together and witness every twist and turn to come. That morning, the gentle sunlight of a new day slipped through the small window. Hoy Ca woke up early. Today she was making fried rice, a familiar dish, yet one that carried warmth and comfort in the simple days spent at Grandma Bay's house. The sizzling sound of rice in the pan filled the small kitchen, and the aroma spread everywhere. Hoy Ca carefully prepared each step, not just for herself, but also for Grandma Bay, the kind woman who had helped her and her child through difficult times, and for the little boy whom she was caring for with such tenderness. At the same time, along the path leading into the small village, Hùng was on his way to work. Since the recent hardships, he hadn't had many chances to visit Hoy Ca and Tony. But this morning, for some reason, his heart urged him to take that familiar turn. Perhaps he simply wanted to see them with his own eyes, just to feel a little more at ease. As he approached the entrance of the alley, Hùng caught sight of a familiar figure, Grandma Bay, slowly walking home after dropping Tony off at kindergarten. He immediately stopped his motorbike and walked toward her with a gentle smile. "Grandma Bay, did you just take Tony to school?" Recognizing Hùng, Grandma Bay smiled warmly in return. "Oh, Hùng, yes, I just dropped him off. Let me give you a ride back home." "This road is too far for you to walk," Hùng offered. Grandma Bay nodded in agreement. Only a few minutes later, the bike stopped in front of the house. At that moment, Hoy Ca was busy setting breakfast on the table. Her hair was tied neatly behind her head, her face radiant in the soft morning light. When she saw Hùng walk in with Grandma Bay, she was slightly surprised, but quickly smiled gently. Why are you here?" she asked softly. Hung's voice was calm and steady. "I was on my way to work and saw Grandma Bay, so I stopped by. It's been a while. I wanted to check in on you both." Grandma Bay set her bag down on the table and laughed cheerfully. "Come sit down. The fried rice Hoy Ca made smells so good. Eat it while it's hot before it cools." The three of them sat around the small wooden table. The setting was simple, yet warm. Their conversation flowed easily, light, but filled with genuine care. Hùng asked Grandma Bay, "How's the little boy you've been looking after? Is his leg still weak?" Grandma Bay smiled kindly. "He's almost fully recovered now. He can walk a few steps already. Just needs a little more time and he'll be back to normal." Hearing that, Hùng nodded slightly, relief softening his expression. Tony sat quietly beside Hoài Ca, eating while curiously glancing at Hùng. After a while, Grandma Bay turned to Hùng, her eyes full of concern. "And what about you? Is your health better now?" Hùng smiled faintly, though traces of fatigue lingered in his smile. "I'm much better now, Grandma. Thankfully, the treatment came in time, so there's no danger anymore. But," he hesitated, "there's still a small debt I need to settle. It'll take me a few more weeks to clear it." He sighed, then continued softly, "I know I've troubled you too much already, but please let Hoài Ca and Tony stay here for a little while longer. Once I have everything sorted out, I'll bring them home." Grandma Bay looked at Hùng for a long moment, then nodded, her voice gentle, yet full of empathy. "Don't worry. People help each other out of kindness. As long as I can manage, I will. Let them stay here where they're safe." Hearing this, Hung's voice trembled with emotion. "Thank you so much, Grandma. Without your help, I wouldn't know what to do." As breakfast was coming to an end, Hùng set his bowl down and glanced at Hoài Ca. In his eyes, beyond the relief of seeing her and Tony again, there was a trace of weariness he tried to hide. After a brief silence, he spoke softly. "Ca, I want to be honest with you. I've been really busy with work lately, and my health hasn't been stable either. I'm planning to go to the hospital in a few days to get checked just to be sure." Hoài Ca froze the chopsticks in her hand, pausing mid-air. She looked at him with worry. You're not okay, are you? Why am I only hearing about this now? Maybe I should go with you to the hospital so I can be at ease." Her voice trembled, and her eyes were filled with genuine concern. In the past days, even though they hadn't seen each other much, Hùng had always been her only source of support. Hùng gently shook his head, trying to reassure her. "No need. Stay here and take care of Tony and Grandma Bay. If anything happens, I'll let you know right away. Don't worry too much." Still uneasy, Hoài Ca bit her lip, wanting to say something more, but when she saw the determination in Hung's eyes, she only nodded slightly, though her heart remained restless. Grandma Bay, sitting beside them, observed quietly before speaking in her slow, gentle voice. "Go get checked, just to be sure. Whatever you do, your health comes first. As for things here, let me take care of them." Hearing her words, Hùng felt a weight lift off his shoulders. He bowed his head slightly in gratitude. "Yes, thank you so much, Grandma." Before leaving, Hùng turned to look at Hoài Ca. He stepped closer, placed a gentle hand on her shoulder, and spoke in a deep yet firm tone. "I'm going now. Don't overthink it. Everything will be fine." Hoài Ca watched him go, worry lingering in her eyes. "Please take care of yourself, and let me know as soon as you find out anything." Hùng nodded, gave her a faint smile, and stepped out into the yard. The sound of his motorbike echoed, gradually fading into the distance beyond the old bamboo trees at the entrance of the alley. Hùng had arrived at the hospital. The road leading to the examination area that morning was bustling with people. The sound of loudspeakers calling out patients' names echoed down the long corridors. He walked slowly, his posture weary, yet trying to remain composed. It had been a long time since Hùng last came here to check his health, partly because of his busy work schedule, partly because he didn't want anyone, especially Hoài Ca, to worry. After completing the registration procedures, Hùng was taken into the examination room. One test after another made time feel agonizingly slow. Outside, the sun grew harsher, and inside, Hung's heart waves of nervousness mingled with anxiety. He didn't know what the results would be, but he tried to keep a calm facade as if nothing was wrong. Meanwhile, back at Grandma Bay's house, Hoài Ca couldn't stop pacing anxiously. Since morning, Hùng had gone for his checkup but hadn't called. She kept biting her lip, eyes fixed on the doorway, her heart burning with worry. "Grandma, can I borrow your phone to call Hùng?" "I'm so worried." Hoài Ca's trembling voice broke the silence. Grandma Bay looked at her pale, anxious face and gently nodded, handing her the phone. "Go ahead, call him. But don't panic just yet. Maybe he's just busy and hasn't answered." Hoài Ca's hands trembled as she dialed his number. The ringing tone echoed in the quiet hospital room where Hùng lay resting. He had his eyes closed, listening to his own heartbeat. The ringing startled him awake. Seeing Hoài Ca's name on the screen, Hùng sighed softly. He knew if he answered, she would only worry more. But if he didn't, she would worry even more than that. In the end, he pressed the button to answer. "Hello." Ca Hung's voice was soft, trying to sound normal. "Where are you? Are you done with the checkup? I've been so worried." "Why haven't you called me all morning?" Hoài Ca blurted out, her voice breaking with anxiety. Hùng was silent for a moment, swallowing his fatigue, then forced a faint smile. "I'm fine. Just running a few tests, nothing serious. Don't overthink it. Really, are you being honest with me?" Hoài Ca pressed, tears welling at the corners of her eyes. "Yes, really. I'm okay. Just stay home, take care of Tony, and don't worry about me. If anything happens, I'll tell you right away." He was lying. He knew his body wasn't okay. But Hùng didn't want Hoài Ca to carry more burdens than she already had. Before she could ask anything else, he hurriedly ended the call. "I have to hang up now, the doctor's calling me. Take care of yourself and don't worry too much." The beeping tone echoed in Hoài Ca's ear, leaving her frozen. She stared at the darkened screen, her heart pounding wildly with unease. Back at the hospital, Hùng slowly set the phone down beside his pillow. His gaze drifted toward the ceiling, unfocused, as his hand gripped the bedsheet tightly. He took a deep breath, but the heaviness of his breathing and the pale color of his lips betrayed the truth about his condition. What had happened to Hùng? What would the test results reveal? And Hoài Ca, would she ever learn the truth? All will be revealed in the next episode.
Sau bao ngày xa cách, cuối cùng thì cuộc hội ngộ định mệnh cũng đã đến. Hoài Ca đã gặp lại Hùng, trái tim cô như vỡ òa trong niềm vui sướng, phút như trào dâng trong từng hơi thở. Nhưng rồi xen giữa những cảm xúc ấy lại là một mơ hồ, ký ức về quá khứ vẫn chưa trở lại, tựa như một bản nhạc quen thuộc đó đi phần lời, chỉ còn giai điệu lặng lẽ ngân vang trong đó. Tâm trí Hùng đứng trước Hùng, người đàn ông từng là một phần không thể thiếu trong cuộc đời cô. Và ta vẫn chưa thể tìm thấy sự thân quen. Cô còn thấy dè chừng, như thể giữa hai người vẫn còn một bức màn ngăn cách vô hình, những gương mặt lạ lẫm. Những câu chuyện cô không thể nhớ khiến cô càng thêm lạc lõng trong chính thế giới đã từng là của mình. Hiện tại, Hoài Ca đang sống cùng gia đình bà Bảy, một gia đình ấm áp giản dị nhưng em chứa tình thương. Ngôi nhà tuy không rộng lớn nhưng lúc nào cũng ấm cúng, tất cả tạo nên một bức tranh đời thường, bình yên mà Hoài trong đó